TV soap news and spoilers today, we turn our attention to the turbulent and dangerous journey of Connie, a character whose reckless actions and unhinged mind have finally led her to a breaking point. Connie's plans have crumbled, and now, cornered and desperate, she faces a perilous future. Will Connie's madness lead to her downfall, or will she manage to escape the consequences of her actions once again? Let's delve into the dramatic twists and turns that await as Connie's fate hangs in the balance. Connie's descent into chaos, the final confrontation. Connie's world is unraveling rapidly. After her devious schemes fell apart, she found herself on the run, desperate to escape the wrath of those she wronged, including Ava and Stefan. In a frantic attempt to flee, Connie's erratic behavior only served to push her deeper into trouble. Hot on her trail is Jada, who's determined to bring Connie to justice. Jada corners her, gun drawn, and demands that Connie stay put, her voice firm and unwavering. But facing a cornered Connie is like staring into the eyes of a storm, wild, unpredictable, and dangerously unstable. As Jada stands her ground, it's clear that she's dealing with a woman who has nothing left to lose. Connie's eyes flicker with a mix of fear, rage, and sheer madness, hinting at the dangerous unpredictability that has defined her character from the start. In her mind, surrender is not an option. And with Jada blocking her path to freedom, Connie is prepared to go to extreme lengths to escape. A desperate struggle, Connie's last stand. In an electrifying moment, Connie's true nature bursts forth. Unwilling to back down, she lunges forward, her desperation fueling every movement. For Connie, every second feels like a battle for survival, and she's ready to fight until her last breath. As she charges at Jada, the tension escalates, and viewers are left holding their breath. It's a move so reckless and wild that it borders on suicidal, but it's also quintessentially Connie, an embodiment of chaos and defiance. Jada, weapon in hand, tries to maintain control, but Connie's crazed attack throws her off guard. There's a palpable sense of danger in the air. Every second feels like a tipping point that could end in disaster. Connie's aggression and refusal to surrender push Jada to the brink, forcing her to make an impossible choice. Jada's ultimatum, the moment of truth. With her gun aimed squarely at Connie, Jada delivers a final warning. "Drop the knife, or I will shoot." The words hang in the air, a clear line drawn between life and death. But Connie, in her frenzied state, is beyond reason. Her grip tightens on the blade, her eyes wild with defiance. The standoff reaches its breaking point, and the tension is almost unbearable. It's a game of wills, and Connie is determined not to be the one to blink first. As the seconds tick by, it becomes painfully clear that Connie has no intention of surrendering. The madness in her eyes is unmistakable, and Jada realizes that Connie is willing to go down fighting, no matter the cost. In a split second, Jada is faced with the most difficult decision of her life, to pull the trigger and end Connie's madness or risk her own safety. A tragic ending, Connie's reckless gamble. Just as it seems that Jada has no choice but to fire, Connie's madness takes a shocking turn. In a move that no one saw coming, Connie raises the knife, only this time not towards Jada, but towards herself. With a crazed resolve, Connie prepares to take her own life, driven by a final act of defiance that shocks everyone. It's a desperate gamble, a final, twisted statement from a woman who refuses to be taken alive. The scene is chaotic and heart-wrenching, a brutal reminder of just how far Connie has fallen. Jada, caught off guard by the sudden turn of events, hesitates for just a moment. One moment that could mean the difference between life and death. Will Jada be able to intervene in time, or will Connie's reckless gamble be her final act? The uncertain fate of Connie. What happens next? As the dust settles, the fate of Connie remains uncertain. Will Jada's training and instincts prevail, or will Connie's madness prove to be too much to handle? The possible outcomes are harrowing. Jada could be forced to shoot Connie in self-defense, ending the confrontation in a tragic and violent way. Alternatively, Connie might succeed in her own self-destruction, leaving behind a haunting legacy of chaos that will impact everyone in Salem. The story of Connie's downfall is a gripping tale of desperation, madness, and the devastating consequences of a life lived on the edge. It's a reminder that in the world of Days of Our Lives, no one's fate is ever truly sealed until the final moments play out. Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.